How you guys doing? Today I'm Webtoon King, and today I'll be doing one of my first Why You Should Read Webtoon series. So the first series I'm doing is Room of Sword. I actually got a request from somebody in the comment section. One of my only first requests. Today I'll be, like I said, I'm talking about Room of Sword. So I'll be talking about why you should read it. Mostly about the main character, and then maybe sometime later down in the future I'll talk about character analysis from different characters. So let's start about the webtoon. Room of Sword is a webtoon series created by Tony Made It. I don't know what that is, and it's released weekly on Webtoon. So like I always tell you guys, go download the Webtoon app and read some of these webtoons. It follows a bunch of random people in different timelines. So what usually happens is, okay, let me explain the basic of the story so I don't spoil too much. All of this is from the dome in my head, so it's not going to be 100% accurate. So you just have a bunch of random people waking up in a different land. You hear a voice from the sky telling them, giving them instructions, not in deep, talking to them. And then eventually they have their main character has to find out that there's 24 swords, boss swords. That's what they call it, boss swords. They have to collect them. Whoever collects them has power over the region and can change the destiny. Or if you're evil, you want to destroy the world, you can do that. If you're not, save the world. Blah blah blah. Basically, the basic stuff. So the way people can use this is someone can stab you with one of the swords and you can lose your memory, and it's kind of like if you guys ever watch a movie where people die and they come back to life but they go back. Yeah, it's basically like that. They come back to life, but the difference here is that you come back to life but you lose your memory. So this webtoon is kind of interesting in that factor where you can form alliances with people. Like you have teams, and it's interesting because you have to kind of like whenever someone loses their memory, you kind of have to explain the situation over again if he doesn't trust you. Because if you walk up to someone and just start explaining the situation, they're like, "Who the hell are you?" Basically, so you have to make sure nobody else gets to your teammates first, and try to corrupt their minds. So that's the interesting part about this webtoons. Is the fact that if you have one of these swords and the boss swords and you're overran by shadow monsters, that's kind of the villains of this show. A bunch of shadow monsters. If you're overrun, you can stab yourself and reset. But the problem is that sometimes you lose your memory and you lose your teammates. Basically, you forget stuff. So that's the basic of the webtoons. 24 swords. With the swords, they're called boss swords. With them swords, if you're in a tight situation, you can stab yourself to regain your to reset, but you lose your memory. So I'm gonna go into the main character real quick. His name is Gurus. I'm assuming I think that's how you say it. Gurus. So he's the main character of the story. You follow him throughout the story. His job is to collect all 24 boss swords. Basically, everybody's doing that, so it's not really just him, but he's the main character. To open something called the Gate of Freedom. Gurus is 20 years old. He's an astronaut and engineer. The original timeline he's from is the 2545 AD. So, like I told you, some people come from different period. I'm pretty sure there's even one that comes from King Arthur period. I'm not sure, 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure. Like different people, different periods, blah blah blah. His zodiac sign is Virgo. I don't know why I put that in this video. His appearance: he's 5'8". He has green hair. He's very talented person. He's very smart. The ability he uses is the suit he wears. So with the suit helps him. He has these boots. Let me actually talk about his equipment real quick. He has boots that let him basically levitate for a certain amount of time. So basically, quote unquote, fly. there's a time limit. He has a thing called Scout. It's like a star shape, and it has the ability to scan things and like give him information in most cases. Not all the time, but most cases. He also has a flashlight on the uniform, so he can see where he's going. Now let's talk about his abilities itself. Telekinesis. He uses mana to use telekinesis. The energy looks green when he used that. Also, he's one of the only people. Well, I'm pretty sure he's the only one that can hurt the shadow monsters without the sword. So to hurt the monsters, you gotta have a boss sword to hurt them. But if you're him, you can kind of hurt him for some reason. Other than that, like I said, go read the webtoons, download the app, and have a nice day. If you guys have a request on what webtoons you want me to do, like why you should read, hit me up in the comment section. Subscribe, blah blah blah.